Empaths with exceptional abilities are often perceived as kind, empathetic, generous, and sensitive, but they pose a serious risk to certain individuals. Despite their mixed positive and negative traits, super empaths are still human beings who have the power to either enhance or ruin others around them. The choice of what to do with their powers rests entirely with them. You should exercise extreme caution when dealing with this kind of empath, but if you are a sincere person, there should be no harm or danger when interacting with them. I will describe several signs that should immediately alert you that someone is a genuine super empath. Firstly, super empaths have highly developed intuitive abilities. When individuals possess a high level of sensitivity, their imaginations accompany them wherever they go. In essence, it acts as a compass, guiding them to safe places populated by trustworthy people and keeping them from perilous situations. Super empaths make decisions based on their intuition because they can rely on it. This approach has protected them from potentially hazardous circumstances on numerous occasions. Those with malicious intentions towards super empaths will be in for a surprise because of their heightened sensitivity. So, let's say you have sinister motives and hold a grudge against super empaths. In that case, it is possible, although unlikely, that you will never be able to act on those plans. Therefore, it is unwise to mess with them since their advanced minds are designed to protect them from any possible future threats. You will not get the desired results. Secondly, individuals who possess a high level of empathy and emotional awareness have the ability to read your thoughts. Empaths with extraordinary intuition are referred to as super empaths, and they have the power to interpret your thoughts and feelings simply by looking at you. The person examines you meticulously, taking note of even the smallest details. They can also identify your concealed motivations, fears, and vulnerabilities. Super empaths can see through even the most polished act. With just a glance at you, they can determine what kind of person you are. When your genuine, darker hues surface due to your intense need, things can become tricky. They don't spread rumors to defame people, but rather to safeguard others from harm. Let's say you're not bothered by being around super empaths. There's no need to be concerned, since they have no intention of harming those who are truthful. All they want to do is draw attention to issues by exposing hypocrites and bullies. If this doesn't sound like you, there's no need to worry about being entirely honest with a super empath because they won't disclose anything about you to anyone else. Thirdly, a super empath can imitate your behavior. Super empaths may act and feel like you do because of their ability to empathize. They are so empathic that they feel other people's emotions as intensely as their own. This is how they learn to empathize with the other person, by putting themselves in their shoes. Depending on the context, a super empath's ability to mirror your feelings could be beneficial or harmful. Keep in mind that the super empaths you come across will reflect and reciprocate your emotions and actions. Imagine yourself having behaved poorly in front of a group of super empaths. They may try to show you how offensive your behavior is by adopting your poor manners. This is one way to taste your own medicine, as the saying goes. Because narcissists and other aggressive individuals believe they should be in control, they find it insulting when super empaths behave like them. Some narcissists fail to recognize the danger that super empaths pose. They have only been informed that empaths are known for their sensitivity and compassion. Fourthly, super empaths possess a lethal weapon in their ability to use words. When communicating with a true empath, they will listen intently and analyze the meanings of the words you use. They pay close attention to even the smallest details, and they will use your words against you, regardless of whether they match your actions. Super empaths pose a significant threat to liars because of their exceptional ability to detect inconsistencies in a story and mark the liar's words. Any attempt to deceive them will result in getting caught. In addition to their remarkable memory, super empaths can also read minds and interpret body language. Knowing this, expert liars such as narcissists tend to remain silent around super empaths to avoid repeating themselves. These egotists are well aware of the advantages and disadvantages of their opponent and may choose to retreat as super empaths are challenging to manipulate. Super empaths can use their heightened sensitivity to attack and expose their adversaries. Fifthly, if you push a super empath too far, they may explode. Super empaths can tolerate and understand many human flaws and situations, but they have their limits. Seeking guidance from boundary-setting professionals can assist you in determining whether someone is taking advantage of your kindness. Consider yourself fortunate if a super empath merely stops talking to you when you irritate them. However, if you genuinely anger a super empath, they may blow up in your face, and their fury may override any positive qualities they typically exhibit. You cannot be prepared for what you will witness when a super empath goes into overdrive. While super empaths may experience a temporary surge of emotion when their tolerance has been exhausted, this state of affairs seldom lasts long. Like everyone else, they need time to process their emotions occasionally. Otherwise, they risk exploding at an inconvenient time. Their supernova mode will most likely dissipate after a few minutes or hours, and they will return to their normal behavior. Provoking super empaths can be extremely hazardous, and it is preferable to keep a safe distance from them. 6. Empathic individuals are typically skilled at enforcing rules and regulations. Individuals with high levels of empathy would take control of others' behavior if they could. They possess exceptional self-discipline and aspire to impose their boundaries and values on those around them. For instance, super empaths won't remain idle if someone behaves rudely in public. Instead, they might approach the person and reprimand them for their impolite conduct. It could be challenging for super empaths to instruct others on appropriate behavior, as not everyone will share their opinions. However, they are unlikely to back down in the face of rude, dangerous, or even psychotic individuals who will ultimately learn that super empaths cannot be trifled with. Super empaths feel particularly offended when others trivialize serious issues or people, and they will guide bullies in treating others with respect and behaving responsibly in critical situations. 7th, super empaths are often highly critical of others. If a super empath catches someone disobeying the law or ethical standards, they won't easily let the person off the hook. Many people, including super empaths, believe in justice as a fundamental ideal, and they won't ignore any wrongdoing, no matter how insignificant it might appear to others. Super empaths represent a significant threat to lawbreakers and unethical individuals because they won't give up until justice is served. They will pursue the bad guys relentlessly because they are determined to ensure that good always triumphs in the end. Sensitive individuals believe that wrongdoers need to be punished to learn a lesson and refrain from harmful behavior. True super empaths are extremely powerful due to their ability to read others' thoughts and interpret their body language. To balance their empathic and gentle nature, super empaths possess a strong, assertive, and commanding personality. Consequently, they can identify why people are working against them and those around them. How much of a super empath would you say you are? What situations do you think bring out your most dangerous traits? Do you find being labeled as such uncomfortable, or does it not affect your self-perception? That's all for today's video. Please feel free to share your opinions in the comments section below. Additionally, if you're interested in learning more about empaths, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. You'll be the first to know when a new video is released. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. We appreciate it.
So, dear empaths, you know those people who can read your thoughts, feel your emotions deeply, and even imitate your behavior? Yeah, those, the super empaths. Many people view super empaths as kind, empathetic, generous, and sensitive, but they also pose a serious risk to certain individuals. Despite their mixed positive and negative traits, super empaths are still human beings who have the power to either enhance or ruin others around them. Their choices can lead to either positive or negative outcomes. So, how do you spot a genuine super empath? Well, these are some signs you should be aware of. Firstly, super empaths have highly developed intuitive abilities. They rely on their intuition to make decisions and can sense danger from miles away. This approach has protected them from potentially hazardous circumstances on numerous occasions. So if you have sinister motives towards them, you will never be able to act on those plans. Secondly, super empaths can read your thoughts and interpret your feelings simply by looking at you. They are so good at this that they can even identify your concealed motivations, fears, and vulnerabilities. Super empaths can see through even the most polished act. Thirdly, a super empath can imitate your behavior. Depending on the context, this could be beneficial or harmful. Super empaths learn to empathize with others by putting themselves in their shoes. They reflect and reciprocate your emotions and actions. Fourthly, super empaths possess a lethal weapon in their ability to use words. They listen intently and analyze the meanings of the words you use. Super empaths pose a significant threat to liars because they can detect inconsistencies in a story and mark the liar's words. Fifthly, if you push a super empath too far, they may explode. They have their limits and they need time to process their emotions. Occasionally, when their tolerance has been exhausted, they may blow up in your face and their fury may override any positive qualities they typically exhibit. 6. Empathic individuals are typically skilled at enforcing rules and regulations. They possess exceptional self-discipline and aspire to impose their boundaries and values on those around them. Finally, super empaths are often highly critical of others. They represent a significant threat to lawbreakers and unethical individuals because they won't give up until justice is served. So, how much of a super empath would you say you are? What situation do you think bring out your most dangerous traits? Do you find or being labeled as such uncomfortable, or does it not affect your self-perception? Remember, interacting with super empaths can be both beneficial and hazardous, depending on your intentions. If you are sincere and truthful, there should be no harm or danger when interacting with them. However, if you have malicious intentions, you should exercise extreme caution when dealing with this kind of empath. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. We appreciate it. And if you are interested in learning more about empaths, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. You'll be the first to know when a new video is released. Thank you for watching and have a nice day, everyone.